Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Joy Lim-Nakrin in for Julie Grant this afternoon. So we continue our coverage of the penalty phase for Parkland school shooter Nicholas Cruz. The attorneys and judge have been arguing over instructions regarding the view of the crime scene that the jury is set to go on this week. The jury has returned, so let's take you back live into court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Steve, is there anything else before I instruct the jurors for the afternoon?
No, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I told you last week, we need you here tomorrow morning promptly at 8 a.m. After you arrive at the courthouse tomorrow morning, we will be transporting you by bus to the crime scene at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. You will be transported by the sheriff's office, and they will be in charge of the jurors for this jury view. The primary purpose of a jury view is to assist you in understanding and analyzing the evidence presented at trial. The jury view will take place both indoors and outdoors. As it is August in Florida, please be sure to dress in clothes that are appropriate for the current weather. And by that, that's a fancy way of saying you can be as casual as you would like. You're not going to offend me or anyone else if you want to wear a t-shirt, whatever you are comfortable in. We do recommend that you wear closed-toed shoes. Upon arriving at the crime scene, you will be guided in a general manner on a particular path outside and inside the school building. You will be free to explore and observe the 3 floors of the 1200 building where the crime occurred, including the various rooms and classrooms throughout each floor in which the doors are open. Rooms with doors that are closed are not pertinent to the case, and you should not enter those rooms. I ask that you abide by the following rules during the jury view. You will be given a copy of these rules to take with you tomorrow when you're transported to the jury view. Please avoid touching, moving, or manipulating in any manner any items that are located at the scene. And by avoid, I mean do not under any circumstances touch anything. You will be guided generally by the Broward Sheriff's Office floor by floor with the bailiffs that you are familiar with. When I say guide you, they're literally going to guide you. They're not going to speak to you or describe anything. You will explore the scene of each floor on your own and at your own pace, but not until every juror is finished with each floor will you as a group move to the next floor. When you have finished your view of each floor, please wait at the end of the hallway with BSO personnel until everyone is finished and ready to move to the next floor. So the instructions will be clear tomorrow. We're going to move from one side of the hallway to the other side. And you are free to go into and to view the rooms with the doors that are open, and you don't have to stay together. You can look or examine without touching any area as long or as short as you want to. It's entirely up to you as an individual. As the jury view of each floor of the building will be up to you to explore individually, nothing will be explained or pointed out to you. Just like when we're in trial, when a witness is testifying, what the witness says is what the witness says. You can't ask, well, what about this or what about that? It's the same thing. You cannot ask questions. Nobody's going to be talking to you. You're simply observing the areas that are open, observing, not touching. You should not point or indicate any items at the scene to any other individuals. Just like you do when you're in court and you're looking at exhibits or whatever we're doing, you don't nod to each other, hey, look at that, or nonverbal language. Please do not do anything like that, pointing or indicating to anything. Upon arrival at the crime scene, please avoid speaking to anyone until the jury view is complete. So when you're in the vans and you're on the way to the view, It's just like any other recess where you are free to talk to each other about anything you like, except the case in anything that goes on in court. Once you arrive at the school and you're taken out of the vans to begin the view, you may not talk, speak to anybody until this is complete. Now, of course, if there's an emergency, like you have to use the restroom unexpectedly or something like that, just like when you're in court, once in a while, one of you will pass a note to the bailiff who will tell me the jurors need to use the restroom. Things like that are fine. You'll follow the same procedure. You'll tell one of the bailiffs what the issue is. But what you cannot do is you cannot say to one of the bailiffs, where is room so-and-so? No, nothing like that. Only medical or personal, emergencies, things like that, the same thing, the same rules that you follow here in court. The same rules that you have previously been given remain in place, and you should not talk to other jurors or discuss anything about the crime scene or trial during the jury view or any time before or after. So no talking about what's happening in court or what's about to happen on the way to the jury view. Same thing on the way back. You can't discuss it at all. Please do not ask any questions about the crime scene or trial during the jury view. Any court personnel or law enforcement personnel on the scene who are asked any questions by jurors have been instructed not to answer. Now again, the exception is if you have a personal matter that has nothing to do with the crime scene, like you do here, Judge, I really need to use the restroom. Something like that is fine. But you can't ask any questions related to what's going on in the building. Again, the staff has been instructed not to answer any questions or otherwise discuss any matter pertaining to the trial. Again, general questions unrelated to the jury view or trial, such as directions to the restroom, are okay. Restroom facilities and refreshments will be provided by the sheriff's office, and you will have the opportunity, once you arrive at the school, to be taken to a separate building to get a drink of water or use the restroom if you need to. And the same thing when you're finished viewing, you'll be given that same opportunity. We have a facility set aside in another building that is for you before and after. Also, the sheriff's office will be providing personal protective equipment, including face masks, gloves, and shoe coverings, which it will be up to you as individuals to decide whether or not you want to use these items. One point I wanted to just stress again is even if you decide to wear protective gloves, it doesn't mean you can touch anything. It's only for your own protection if you feel that you want to wear them, but you still may not touch anything.